Okay, this is classwork 2.6 or 2.7, depending on the period you have me. So again, we're looking at two parallel lines cut by another line. We call that a transversal. So two parallel lines cut by another line. So again, I need you to see clearly when one's easy like this with the angles really slicing clearly. You could see that one angle right here is part of what makes up 180. So know that just right away. These are a bunch of straight angles. That angle right next to 35 is what makes 180. So again, if I take 180 and I subtract that 35 right there, it will give me what that angle has to be, the only number that would give me 180. So I'll use my calculator, type in 180, subtract that 35, that gives me 145 degrees. First word is blue. Thanks for listening. So again, those angles right next to each other add up to be 180. And then with your eyeball, I want you to clearly see that these two angles are the same opening. That's going to be 35 degrees up there. So if I'm asking for angle A is 35. We call those alternating interior because they switch sides on the interior. And then I need you to see that this one is clearly the same as 145. Those are clearly the same opening with my eyeball. I can clearly see that. So again, these two angles are what we call alternate interior. They're on either side of that slicing through the middle line. Alternate interior, both on each side of that slicing through the middle line. Then I need you to see that this angle is equal. These are what are called vertical angles. Those angles are vertical. They're equal. Vertical angles, right, slice across from each other. They're always equal. We call those vertical angles. Vertical angles, those are always equal. So once I give you part of it, you could find the rest right away, knowing that angles right next to each other add up to be 180. Angles on the same side of this slicing to the middle, those add up to be 182. Those angles slicing on either side on the same side. And then I need you to see that other parts are equal too. All right, next word is red. Red. Now what happens, they give you one of these where it's just a little bit harder to see because the line doesn't clearly slice and give you nice openings that you could see with your eyeball. But I want you to still see that right away, these angles are equal. Those are equal. If this is 101, this is 101 up here. Those are equal. That angle is equal. This angle is equal. That angle is 101. All these are equal to 101. Vertical angles are equal. This angle right here on either side of this line slicing through the middle, those are equal. Those are equal. Look at all those equal angles to 101. Vertical angles, alternate interior, corresponding. We call these corresponding angles. And then I need you to see that this angle right here is what it adds up to be 180. Those are called supplementary angles. So the only number plus that would be 79. 79 plus that 101 equal. So again, right there, I know if this is 79, this angle is 79 on either side. This angle vertical of that angle is 79. This angle down here, if I wanted to, is 79. I want you to see that all angles added up. If I add all four of those angles, those add up to be 360 degrees. I need you to see the degrees of a circle are all embedded in here. Straight edge, 180, all the way around, 360. And then know these parts that are equal. Vertical angles, equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Alternate interior angles on opposite sides of that slicing line are equal. These angles, though, on the same side, those aren't equal. Those are supplementary. Those add up to be 180. All right, next word is black. Thanks for listening, black. I'm going to have you try this set right here. I want you to, knowing that this is 39, and then with your eyeball or using your calculator, I want you to be able to give me these angles up here. I want you to know that all four of them add up to be 360. I want you to see which ones are equal. Remember, these are called alternate interior, equal. These are called corresponding, equal. These are called vertical, vertical, equal. Remember. And then find this one over here. If this is 105, find these angles. This alternate interior, equal. Vertical, equal. All those are equal. Just know that. And then know supplementary, the parts that add up to be 180. Again, on either same side add up to be 180. These are equal. These are equal. All right, so find those for me. All right, next set here, a little bit harder, but with algebra. And again, I need you to see with these algebra ones, which ones are equal and which ones plus up to be 180. So I could see clearly this opening and this one right here, they're not equal. Those are what we call supplementary. Those add up to be 180. So know that. Know that if this 120 was right here in this little opening, then those would be equal for my equation setting that up. But these are not. What that is, those are add up to be 180. So my algebra, I got that 2x plus 10. I got that 120. And that's going to add up to be 180. Those are supplementary, add up to be 180. So combine my like terms right there. Excuse me, 2x plus 130. Subtract 130 on both sides. Bring this 2x down. This gives me 50. Divide by 2. And again, that just gives me what x is. It doesn't give me what that angle is. It just gives me what the value for x is. If I want to find that angle, I could either quickly take away 120 from 180 to get 60 right away, or I could take that 25 and plug it in for x and get that 60 the long way. 25 times 2 plus 10, that gives me 50 plus 10. I could do it that way, find that angle the long way. All right, next word is yellow, yellow. And then the last one here, again, know the difference. These are not equal to 180. If that was right here, I would again set those up to be 180, equal to 180. But the way those are set up, these are equal. These are equal. These are equal. That here, this one would equal this one right here, would equal this one right here. So I could see these, who again are not equal, these add up to be 180. Really, really tricky. Let's make a little change on this. So this should reflect what this says on your handout. Let's put that 2x plus 5 right here. There we go. All right, again, even trick me. I want you to see these two are equal. They're not added up to be 180. If I had it right here, 2x plus 5, that would have mean I would have set these equal because those are equal, but these I set up equal to each other. So here I go. I got 2x plus 5 equal to 85. Gonna subtract that 5 on both sides. Remember, these are equal. That angle I already know is 85, but I want to find x. That gives me 2x equals 80. Divide by 2. That gives me the value for x is 40. I know the angle is 85. And again, I could get that by just knowing these are equal, or I could take that and plug it in and do the math. I'd like you to try this set right here. I'm going to make sure that I take this, put this in the right place. There we go. So I want you to do these two right here. Solve for x. I want you to clearly see, what that angle would be. 100 take away from this is clearly going to be 80, but solve for x. Like this one right here, these are equal. This is going to be 80 right here, but I want you to solve for x. Good luck. Last word is brown. Brown. Good luck.